Welcome back to Movie Draft House. I'm your host, Mark, joined by co-host Jeff.
Mark, today's a special day. You know why?
Why is it a special day?
Because I get to talk to you. Huh?
Oh, thank you. I know. I was waiting for you to say something else, but I'm happy to be talking. I am happy to be talking with you as well. Here on the House of Draft in our year-long theme, which you can tell all the good people what our year-long theme is and what we watched this week.
Yeah, we're doing 1 degree of separation. That means each film shares one thing in common with the previous film. And so last week we watched something Dawn. What was it? Rescue Dawn?
Rescue Dawn.
Which had a bit part played by Marshall Bell, who is in this week's movie playing another bit part. We watched Silence of the Hams, which is a spoof film that came in 1994, runs for an hour and 21 minutes. It's rated R. It's directed and written by Ezio Greggio, who's an Italian filmmaker. He stars alongside Dom DeLuise, legendary comedian and actor, as well as Billy Zane, Martin Balsam, who you might know from Psycho, Charlene Tilton, who mostly known for her fame in Dallas, John Astin, who's mostly known for playing Gomez, but he's also the father of Sean Astin, Rip Taylor, and some other folks.
Yeah.
You're speechless.
Yeah.
Short episode.
No, it's as we have discussed here on the podcast, this is very much not my type of movie.
Oh.
Did you say Billy Zane was in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you're asking if I said it because I'm like, if you missed Billy Zane, you watched the wrong movie.
I watched an actual good movie, Silence of the Lambs.
There's no questioning that Silence of the Lambs is a better movie than this. But I really want to know your reaction. Take me through your emotional, I don't want to say roller coaster because that's putting words in your mouth, but your emotional state throughout watching Silence of the Hams for the first time.
Okay. So I threw this movie on one night.
Did you watch with the wife?
I did.
Okay, great.
And she's like, when is this movie from? And I got the year wrong. I said 1984.
Okay.
And so we start watching and she's like, oh, she goes, this looks like a 1984 movie. And I was like, yeah. And then Billy Zane pops up and she goes, Billy Zane looks like he's like kind of youngish but middle-aged-ish. She goes, how old is Billy Zane in real life? And I was like, I don't know. I looked it up and he's like, 60 something. And she's like, and how old is he in 1984? So I went back and looked and I was like, oh, this movie's from 1994. This makes more sense.
Was he 7 in there?
Right. So, anyways, that's how we started the movie. Spoof films, parody films are just not my type of movie.
Oh, I know.
I know.
I know. Let's pull back. Let's slow down.
Okay.
Okay, I want to savor this sandwich. Movie starts.
Yeah.
First thing you see is the shower scene. Like, were there moments where you're like, oh, fuck, Jeff's really done it to me this time? Or, hey, maybe this won't be so bad?
No, the entire movie, I'm like, fucking Jeff. Damn it. And then something like, there would actually be like something interesting happening. And then it would completely go off the rails. And I'm like, God, I really hated that happened.
Oh, okay.
Just one instance in particular was the chick in the shower. Midway through the movie, she's in the shower, and she's got 3 titties.
Yeah. That was a problem for you.
And I'm like, Well, one, the prosthetics weren't that great.
Correct.
But two, like, I'm like, what? Why do like? Yes, I get it. It's parody, right? It's supposed to be like outlandishly funny. But it was just so like out of left field, like wild. Like in that scene, I'm not expecting three titties, right?
Yeah.
And then the three titties pop up, and I'm like, and then the prosthetics for the three titties was bad, and so I'm like, damn, couldn't even get like moderately good looking three titties. Had to get bad prosthetic three titties, and like that's kind of the microcosm of the entire movie, right? Is that yes, Dom DeLuise is objectively funny as the Hannibal Lecter spoof here, but some of the gags with him were kind of like ugh, and Dom DeLuise is a very funny dude. I mean, I've seen a number of different things. I've seen there's YouTube out there, like YouTube video out there where he's doing, it's not stand up, but he's just kind of like riffing on different things, and he's just cracking jokes, and the guy is funny. I had never seen Dom DeLuise in a movie like this, and Dom DeLuise to me is like in that John Candy-esque type actor.
Fat white guys.
And not necessarily just fat white guys, but funny white guys, right?
Okay.
And you could kind of put him in any movie, and he kind of makes it funny. One, but two, it's also like he could play a wholesome character, and John Candy was very notable for playing funny, wholesome characters, and so I'm a Dom DeLuise fan. I haven't seen his entire filmography, or probably half of it, but from what I've seen up until this point is I've enjoyed. I just like, I wish he was in another role in this movie, maybe, where he actually like if he was the main protagonist in this film, and
so swap out Billy Zane for Dom DeLuise.
Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily have to keep it like Dom DeLuise is a young cop, right? Or anyway, if he was the protagonist and had more to do, maybe I would have enjoyed it better. It's because I just don't think Billy Zane, like, why is Billy Zane in this movie? But my 10-second review is that these movies aren't for me, and that's okay. Now, this is one of your favorite movies, correct?
I don't know that favorite would be the word I use. Let me tell you my story around why I have an affection for Silence of the Hams. I am a Hitchcock fan. That's well noted. And I grew up loving the movie Psycho. I couldn't get enough of the movie Psycho. I watched all the sequels. I read the book. I read the book about the making of the film. I went to the theme park where they had a section in Universal Studios dedicated to Hitchcock, and there was a section dedicated to Psycho. So it's like Psycho in my youth was kind of my shit. And along with that, I am a fan of comedies and spoof comedies, your Naked Guns, Airplane, And so I don't remember how I happened upon Silence of the Hams. I think it was probably renting it from Blockbuster Video. And my brother and I brought it home, and we thought it was hilarious. It having a lot to do with Psycho really helped. And so that's kind of how it sort of got stuck in my head. I would rent it multiple times because I just enjoyed watching it. And some of the jokes I found funny, which I don't think are funny anymore, like you said you like Italian food. Oh, I made tacos. That wasn't that great. But then there'd be some really good lines that still stand up, where it'll be like, call me. He's like, Dr. Animal. He's like, call me A. And also call me doctor. A doctor? No, Dr. A. Oh, Dr. A, bingo. Dr. A, bingo. Like those sort of things that I find that spoof movies are at their best when the thing that's happening that's silly and funny and out of the ordinary could happen in real life. So like some of my favorite lines on like Naked Gun are, did you see this suspect? Yes. Caucasian male, mustache, 6'3". He goes, that's a mighty big mustache. That's just shit I love. So I've seen this movie a bunch. Now, is it my favorite? No, mostly because what was funny to me when I was a kid is not funny now. In all honesty, this is a bad movie. This is a bad spoof movie. A lot of the jokes are not funny. They don't necessarily land. And then it like doubles down on the jokes that don't land. Whereas occasionally you will get something funny. Like something will be written a clever way. One of my favorite parts is when he's like, I'd give $10,000 to meet a psycho killer. And he goes, oh, wait, no, I found one. And he's like, well, you owe me the $10,000. And then it hard cuts to him writing the check, $10,000. Because I thought it was funny that he actually had to pay. But I get why you wouldn't like this, but I also get why most people wouldn't like this. People who like spoof movies probably still wouldn't like this because, boy, like Naked Gun is still funny today. Airplane is still funny today. This is not funny anymore. Like you really got to like the source material. And so like the detective in this was played by Martin Balsam, who played the detective in Psycho. And the character dies in Psycho in a similar way he dies in this. He goes up the stairs, gets stabbed by Norman, falls down the stairs, and dies. I like that because I'm a hardcore fan, and it's like an inside joke that, if you don't know, you don't know. There's a point where he gets into the house, and he's like, I feel as I've done this before. So those are the sort of things I like about it, that it is based on Psycho. It's also based on Silence of the Lambs to a lesser extent, honestly. Like, it is definitely more Psycho than Silence of the Lambs. Like, the guy owns a hotel. He's got a weird relationship with his mother. And then, like, on the other side of it is Jodie Foster, played by Billy Zane.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I mean, clever.
Yeah. Was it?
I mean, maybe not clever, but I thought it was an appropriate use of the name on the shirt and, the introduction to his character. It was good. It was fine.
Yeah. So he plays Jodie Foster, who's playing Clarice, or Clarice, unlike what he's called in this movie. And then, of course, the interviews Dr. Animal Cannibal Pizza, played by Dom DeLuise, who is the Hannibal Lecter character. So those two stories kind of interweave, but they don't interweave particularly well. And at the end of the day, it's. I know you were very kind coming in the way that you were like, this isn't for me, and that's okay, because you're being nice, right? Because what
yes.
you really want to say is something else. So now that I've said this isn't good, I want you to go ahead and take it from the top. Tell me, what did you think of Silence of the Hams?
All right. So almost immediately after I watched this, I noticed you had put the Naked Gun reboot, remake on the Plex, right? And I was like, I heard a lot of good things about this. A lot of people liked it. You liked it. And I was like, man, I'll watch it. Even though, like I said, spoofs and parodies aren't for me. I like Liam Neeson. I think he's a really good actor. I think he's a really good comedic actor, too.
He's excellent.
Yeah. And so I threw it on. And I tell you what, man, I had a great time watching the Naked Gun reboot. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was, incredibly deadpan throughout. I thought Liam Neeson, man, is is excellent. Like everybody else in the movie is funny in their own right, and that's just like in the villain guy in the movie. He's a perfect villain. He plays a villain in everything he does.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but I just thought the movie was fun. There's been other spoof parody slapstick comedy movies that we've watched. There was a Martin
Steve Martin
film that we watched. I forget the name of it. What was it? We did it for the pod.
Oh, The Lonely Guy.
The Lonely Guy. Funny, right? Because Steve Martin is funny. And so it's not that I can't watch these movies or I can't have a good time watching these type of movies. It's because when they're done right, I get enjoyment out of them. I would watch another Naked Gun. I would watch Liam Neeson play what's his face in those movies.
Frank Drebin Jr.
Right. I would watch him in those movies if that was all he did from now until the end of his career. Is because he's funny, the writing's good, the bit pieces in the movie are good, the gags in the film are good. In Silence of the Hams, and I get it was 1994, and so it's a kind of a different era of filmmaking, a different era of this genre. It's because here in 2025, we don't get a ton of slapstick, parody, spoof movies, right? They're just
they still make them, but they're awful.
Yeah, right. But they're not popular anymore. They're like Naked Gun is kind of the outlier. They're getting ready to make a Scary Movie 6. That's probably going to bomb, is because this current generation of moviegoers doesn't really care about that.
I wouldn't bank on it.
It bombing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, comedies don't. I don't know how well Naked Gun did, but I think it will critically bomb. Now, I don't know about financially.
I think Naked Gun did pretty well.
I hope so, because I would love another one.
It did $60 million at the box office, and I'm pretty sure that it was a box office success.
Yeah.
Well, it was okay. So it had a budget of $42 million. So it profited, and it's probably profiting on VOD. But in the 80s, I would say the 80s were a slapstick era of comedy and filmmaking. And somewhat into the 90s, you had Jim Carrey's heyday, just a lot of that type of humor, where a lot of family movies were very slapstick, and so like Silence of the Hams, I don't know who this movie was for. Is because it was pretty hard R, for a 1994 comedy, and
I mean. Was it really? Like, I think you take a few F-bombs out, and I think you can easily hit PG-13.
Oh, it was very sexual.
Yeah, none of it was overt though. Like, other than the 3 boobs,
There was a cum joke in there. I forget what it was.
There was a cum joke.
Yeah. Trying to remember. It was early on in the movie, and it was the main shower lady. So she said something.
She did say something to him about, I can live off of your assets or some shit like that.
I just don't think, like, if I think of slapstick or I think of spoof or, parody, one, I don't think of Billy Zane as my protagonist.
Yes.
And two, I don't. This movie could have been made a whole lot better. And I don't know if that's, Ezio, the Italian filmmaker guy, just not really getting the material. I don't know. I don't know his filmography. I don't know if he's made any type.
No, it's all trash.
Right. So
like, it's all trash. He kind of recycles jokes a lot. A lot of his well, I say a lot. He's only got like 4 of them, but he's got one movie that's in English. Or 2 movies, I guess, I should say, and then the others are Italian. But a lot of the jokes feel the same, he's not good at this. His writing style is not clever or witty. It just really kind of goes for the absurd, which can work. But the trick that a lot of people don't get, and I think is the problem with most modern spoof films, is that in order for it to work, you have to kind of have some variance between reality and goof. So you kind of have to have something goofy, and then you trickle back into the reality, and then you have something goofy again, and then you go back. Like, there's kind of a flow to it that's hard to do. And the tricky part is when you're writing it, is during those moments where it's not crazy silly, you're writing really clever misunderstandings. A lot of things, like the classic one from Naked Gun 3 is someone offers him a cigarette, and they go, "Cigarette?" He goes, "Why, yes, it is." And it's just those little things that you might miss, and you go back and you watch and you pick them up again. So that's one of the big problems with this, is it's just silly, silly, silly. And a lot of it really, really hammers hard on the wrong jokes. I think specifically of the goodbye joke, which is a bad joke to begin with, where they're saying goodbye to each other. Mulder Balsam and SEO are saying goodbye, 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 goodbye. And it goes on. And then it cuts to night, and they're still saying it. And then finally, the guy leaves, and he goes, "What a jerk. He didn't leave without saying goodbye." Or he left without saying goodbye, which is not funny. And they doubled down on it. So I get why a lot of people, this is definitely a movie that is purely nostalgic for me. That I can look at it and say, boy, this is bad. This is not good. There are some good parts. I really like the old lady with the "have some coffee, dear, have some coffee." And like the Olaf, he's like nice. He's like, "Oh, no, thank you. I don't drink coffee." Have some coffee. No! He yells at her. And then later she comes into the office again. "Have some coffee. I don't want none of your goddamn coffee." I loved that. Just thought that was great. Comedically done by both her and the gentleman playing Olaf. So there are moments, I think, that are good and clever, but they're kind of few and far between. There are a lot of weird puns that just don't make sense.
I think my favorite character was John Astin's The Ranger.
Oh, yeah.
I thought, like, he's very... and maybe it's on purpose, right? But the film made a very what do you call it? Deliberate choice to maybe showcase that he was a very accomplished actor. Maybe, like he just when he's on screen, the air of his acting is really above everybody else's, and I just thought that he was. And he's the one that's in the he played what's his face Gomez Adams, right?
Right. He's the original television Gomez.
And every time he's on screen or he enters the scene, the Adam family snaps. The
Ranger, do.
Right. And I thought that, but I also liked his character. I thought his character was very, deadpan funny, but not so serious. It was serious, but not so serious that he couldn't make jokes. But that was pretty much it. He was my favorite character, but he's probably
love his wife in this movie. Or I don't know if it's his wife or his mom, but the old lady that lives with him.
Yeah.
Honey, it's a police officer and a nun. Come in, sister. Like, she's got these thick glasses on, and she's just so sweet, like this super kind lady, and really funny. Anything, her lines, I thought were fantastic. Like, I think she just nailed it with her stuff.
Yeah, IMDb has her listed as Ranger's wife. So
yeah, Ranger's wife. So he married someone much older than him. It felt like she was ancient, but she's very funny, has natural comedic timing.
Yeah, like her scene, the Ranger scenes, those were probably my favorite. Just because it just seemed like it was supposed to be there. Maybe, they just seemed like they were in a different movie, and I've never seen, other than the original Addams Family, I've never seen a movie with Sean Astin's dad. So.
Yeah, this is it for me.
Yeah, this was a pleasant surprise for me of him, but and I can't say I'm going to go watch his movies, but I just thought he was my favorite, and I enjoyed his scenes. But by and large, this movie is just not.
No, it's not good.
It's not good.
No, it is bad. It is a bad movie, regardless of your taste in spoof films. And like I said, a lot of this stuff worked on me as a kid, does not work now. And I knew that going in. Like, this wasn't a revelation, this particular viewing. I knew what we were in for, and I knew you would hate it. I kind of hoped you would have been more vicious, but you were very kind to me, thinking that I was going to be emotionally hurt or defensive about the caliber of film that Silence of the Hams is. You shouldn't have worried, because I'm aware. Like, if we were watching the original Naked Gun and you shat on that, then we'd have some fucking problems. But this movie, I get it is not good, but it does have a special place for me. Renting it all those times at Blockbuster, me and my brother watching it so much we quoted it together. It just was a place and time that we were, that not many other people share the same affection. Although, I mean, if you go on Reddit, there are people that also feel the same way, you know, and just about every movie you could watch. Like, if you go look up some random shit that's on YouTube for free, there will be people in the comments being like, oh, fuck yeah, I love this movie. Because it all depends on when you watch it and all that stuff, you know? It just hits you in the right place. I think there was a movie we watched recently that I didn't like, but you kind of were like, no, it just hit me at the right time.
Yeah.
Armageddon or something. I don't know. No.
Although Armageddon hits me at the right time every single time. So
that's it. I can't remember. There was one movie that I just didn't like, but you were like, man, it was a special place for you. And I get that, because that's what Silence of the Hams is for me. It's just kind of silly and stupid, and it was silly and stupid for me at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's probably The Last Samurai. Is probably the one you're talking about, but
maybe.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was something else. But I'd have to look at the back catalog to be sure.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so do you recommend this one?
No.
Okay.
Only if you're like a hardcore Psycho fan and you want to consume everything Psycho related, then I would say, yeah, go ahead and give this a go. Otherwise, it is not for really anyone. How about you? You're going to recommend it, aren't you?
Unfortunately not. I am not going to recommend this one. This is trash.
There you go. That's the mark I needed.
Yeah. I will never.
The movie was Puss in Boots.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just like, I did not enjoy that movie at all. It sucked. And you're like, I don't know. I kind of like the character. It's fun for me.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I do enjoy me some Puss in Boots. Anyways, it's my turn to pick.
Yeah, you get to find someone in this masterpiece. You know what you could pick?
What?
You could pick Demon Knight. Did we watch that yet? We watched that, right?
I think so.
The other
Tales from the Crypt
film.
Yeah.
There's two of them. We watched Bordello of Blood, and I did make us watch Demon Knight. Okay.
Yeah. However, I'm not going to make us watch Demon Knight. So in this movie...
Well, we've already watched it, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to make us watch it again. in this movie, there is an actor who is a pretty well-known... he's pretty well-known in Hollywood circles. He plays the bit part of Trenchcoat Man Gimp.
Really? You're going with the Gimp, huh?
I'm going with the Gimp. That was one John Carpenter.
That was John Carpenter?
That was the John Carpenter of, Scary Movie fame.
Scary Movie.
No,
John Carpenter was Scream.
No, I know, but like...
Oh, he made Scary Movies. I thought
Scary
you were talking
Movie.
about the franchise.
No.
Okay.
So, I decided I looked through everybody, and like all of these people have garbage films in their filmography. And Martin Bell, I saw...
There's got to be some good Billy Zane films.
There's
Remember,
not.
you had talked about you were going to make Titanic's in there.
We could have, but that's
you could have also... You mentioned, what was the superhero movie he was in?
Oh, The Phantom.
Yeah, you could have picked The Phantom.
No. I decided I wasn't.
I was kind of looking forward to that one. But John Carpenter, I'm excited already because I don't know if you're picking one of his directed films or something he's maybe made a cameo in, like some sort of thing like that. But I'm excited.
Well, he's multifaceted. He's a director, writer, and composer. And so he has a lot. Don't worry, I'm not picking anything that he composed. Well, I'm not picking.
Forget that he did. Yeah, he is a composer because John Carpenter's the guy that did Halloween, right?
Yeah,
he wrote that score.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So, anyways, and we watched the original Halloween film.
Oof, yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah. So
not fans over here in the House of Draft of the original Halloween.
So what I decided to do is I decided to pick the Halloween film that is most well regarded as the best one of the what do you call them?
The original run?
No, just the Halloween films. It's largely regarded as the best Halloween film.
Okay, which a lot of people say it's the first one, but
well, it's not that one.
I don't agree. But
so we're gonna watch from 2018.
Oh baby!
Directed by David Gordon Green, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, Judy Greer, and some other folks.
Fuck yeah!
We're watching Halloween.
Oh my God!
We're watching the original, the reboot.
The first reboot.
The first reboot. All right.
It's so good. Oh, it's so good. I'm so excited. October has come early. Like we got to keep track of when these episodes come out because I do want to try to focus on scary movies in October while maintaining 1 degree of separation.
Yeah.
But,
well, this
Halloween has come early. Woo.
Yeah, I think this one is our last. I think Halloween will be our last September release.
Okay, so everything from here on out.
Yes.
And I can't use John Carpenter. Ooh.
Can't use John Carpenter, but Jamie Lee Curtis, Judy Greer, some other folks. I'm
gonna start looking. Oh my God! Do you know there are times when you pick a movie, I'm like, fuck. And granted, a lot of times they turn out to be good. Where I'm just like, I'm just not in the mood to watch this.
Yeah.
But you've picked a movie that is in my wheelhouse, and it feels very good to be here today. And I am so excited because I love Jamie Lee Curtis just in general.
Yeah.
And just, I'm so excited.
Yeah. This is I have never seen this one.
Oh my gosh, you are in for a treat.
Yeah, I've never seen it. This is the thing with
the original
with Michael Myers I honestly just don't find him scary. right?
Yeah.
I don't find these movies scary. And so when people bring up like, oh, he's on the the Mount Rushmore of, really when we talk about Mount Rushmore, we're only talking about me and you, but people regard Michael Myers as, and we talked about it before. You can go check out the back catalog, but
yeah, he's like the original slasher.
yeah, and I think everything about Michael Myers is he's iconic, but for the wrong reasons. I think he's iconic because of the score that accompanies him when he's when he appears on screen, and just that and so like everybody that I've seen that I the film circles that I find myself in and all this, people swear up and down that this movie is a fantastic slasher. And so I am highly interested in how this one either recreates or distances itself from the original Halloween films, and how this one
So
is.
can I give you like a what would we call this?
A teaser?
A primer.
A primer?
A primer, kind of let you know what to expect before you go in.
Okay.
All you have had to have done is watched the original Halloween.
Okay, good. Accomplished.
The movie
Done.
Basically retcons everything else. Like, there was the original Halloween, and now the new Halloween. So
Good.
That's it.
I'm
Also,
excited then.
No need to watch the others. Like, the sequels to this, they're okay, but they get drastically worse than this first one. This first one is fucking phenomenal.
Okay, good. Well, I'm excited. It is going to be a good time. Jeff, tell them where they can find you and all your other things that you do on the internet.
Yeah, all the things I do are on the internet. As you said, you can find my other podcast called All Things Being Sequel. We're looking at the Critters franchise currently, and then I know what we're going to be watching next, and it is going to be perfect for the holiday season, so keep an eye out or ear out for that. And then my other podcast, Chronologically, we're in the thick of Stephen King in the 90s, so those are popping out every other Wednesday. Yeah, I think you'll like it.
Yeah. And what you can do is you can, if you're looking to not miss any future anything when it comes to the House of Draft, you can find us at Movie Draft House on all your favorite social media platforms. We're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube where you're watching. So hit the subscribe button when it pops up so you don't miss any future content right here on the channel. And give us a like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss any future content in general. So, Jeff, any last words?
Man, I'm just proud of you. I'm proud of you, Mark.